I've always been interested in footwear, and with this it was kind of me sharing my passion of footwear to other people and kind of getting their understanding, because I think a lot of people think that when something's created they don't want to know about it, or they don't think they could grasp how this was made, and a lot of the times people underestimate how much they actually know, and this was what this project was about. My name's Draper. I designed the DIY slippers based on the word personal maintenance, which was then flipped towards maintaining your personal effects. I began looking at repairing shoes and how nowadays shoes in the industry aren't really built for repair. They're more, when they get worn, they're discarded and new pairs bought. This then became looking at how the consumer can get involved in creating and designing, but also the manufacturing process of our products, and to forge a relationship with an object and making them more aware of how this product is manufactured. So I looked at moccasins and normal designs of simple moccasins through about 2 months of testing different shapes, sizes, and how the slipper would look or work. I ended up with this 2-part felt slipper, which was just hand sewn together with simple instructions, and it became more about how the user could also put their own input once they had that understanding of the template, and how they could actually interact and maybe do their own thing with it just by giving that starting point. I think one thing that sets us aside is kind of the work ethos that gets put into our course. It's kind of pushed this thing called intelligent making. It's like looking at the right materials, making sure it's actually got a function and works in context, making sure that the product actually works and generally is ready for manufacture. And it's not just about design and kind of building up our skills in lots of aspects that make us more marketable to employers. And I think on this course, we've considered that a lot. Like, we've actually been driven, especially we're having visiting tutors that are working in the industry at the moment. They really help us out with our product, getting their input in. It's been a valuable experience. I think it's prepared us well, because when we get critiqued on our work, they judge us basically on industry standards. So if we're not doing something right, they always help us to improve. I definitely think I've changed from when I started to leaving here, and it's made me more aware of how industry does work and how designers should design. I personally came here thinking that if a product looks good, then that's all that matters. From actually realizing the complexities of actually designing and to a good standard, like considering materials and how it will be manufactured and who your market is and pricing, and then how you're gonna get this item onto the market and who are you competing with. Is quite an array of things that you have to consider, and I think the tutors have kind of done well to bring this to light to us and help us be aware about that when we are actually designing objects. It's really changed us and kind of made us more mature when it comes to that, and it's changed how we tackle problems and our thought process and design process all throughout. So it's been really good. 3 things I'd love to take away would be the workshop, and just being able to access machineries and the equipment, and being able to just from the drawing process and going from drawing board straight to actually testing out models. That's actually been very helpful. Actually bringing a product to life and then seeing what it actually looks like has been actually invaluable in our course. Tutor input would be another one. Being able to just call up a tutor or email him saying if you have a problem or you need advice, or when we're having a crit every week, it's been pretty good. And third thing, just working as a team with other students in there and getting their input and kind of feeding off their energy and their ideas, and the fact that when we're actually designing, it's not really a solo effort. We're regularly, because we're all in the same position, and we kind of just feed off each other, and it's a good atmosphere. It's going to be missed.